bucket in the third quarter for her points. 8 of 14 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter for Brookings to allow them to maintain that lead. 11 of 21, though, on the night from the charity stripe for the Bobcats from Brookings. For Rapid City Central, Mario Koloff fouled out, did not score in the game, played much less than her usual minutes because of the foul trouble. Vi Fallis had 6 points off the bench. Perfect 4 of 4 from the line, added a basket in the fourth quarter. Tracelyn Strand with a basket in the third period for her 2 points. 2 points also tonight for Layla Royable, 0 for 2 from the line, had a basket in the first quarter. 6 points for Allie Davis, came out and drilled a couple of threes in the third quarter for her 6 points. And Tila Giron, just 4 points in the game, had a three-pointer in the fourth period, went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Cobblers, 11 of 15 from the charity stripe. Perfect 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter. Did not hit any free throws and no trips to the line in the third period after going 7 of 11 from the charity stripe in the first half. A lot of turnovers in the second half, very unofficially. 12 turnovers on the game for Brookings, while Rapid City Central, again, unofficially with 11. You can add a few more in there that I didn't tally up, I'm sure. And our scoreboard, I actually had it up once, trying to get a final on that Rapid City Stevens Watertown game. Stevens girls pretty sure came away with the win. The boys game should be underway across town by now. These two teams will flip-flop tomorrow. Rapid City Central will host Watertown here in an afternoon doubleheader, while Rapid City Stevens will take on these Bobcats tomorrow afternoon. Next up for Brookings after this weekend, they are home against Lenox next week and at Harrisburg on Friday, while Rapid City Central will play a doubleheader against Spearfish. I believe that is on Tuesday, while they travel to play Huron and Mitchell this weekend. That's a makeup for the games that got snowed out in that blizzard a couple of weeks ago. So that's it for the girls' game. We're going to take a few minutes and go back to our sponsors and get ready for the boys' game as we continue with the doubleheader here from Howard Nas Gymnasium on GoCobblersLive.com, part of the LiveTicket.tv network.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Where can you get good neighbors service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Matt McCormick, I'm ready to help. Call 348-0464 for surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Star Spangled Batter on Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota. Famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on LiveTicket.tv.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Manholt Auto Group. Denny Manholt Toyota and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Have you been in a fender bender recently? Maybe have some hail damage on your vehicle? New Miller Truck and Auto Body specializes in body repairs for cars, pickups, and semis. Located at 3030 East Highway 44 in Rapid City, New Miller Truck and Auto Body is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let their experts undo the damage you did. Call 605-342-0537. You've tried the rest, now try the best. New Miller Truck and Auto Body in Rapid City.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399. Would you buy your...
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Menhold Auto Group. Denny Menhold, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet. Say yes to 23 local and national lenders on hand competing for your business. Say yes to the most value for your trade with multiple appraisers bidding for it. Say yes and buy with no money down and no payments until March 2023. All credit applications accepted. Our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Menhold Rapid Chevrolet.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name. When you ask...
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change. We all want to be...
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first...
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Menhold Auto Group. Denny Menhold, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Menhold Rapid Chevrolet.
Alternative Fuel Coffee House, located in downtown Rapid City, has been a staple since 2006, offering an espresso bar, smoothie bar, and more. If food is what you're looking for, check out their menu. Using local ingredients for their drinks and recipes is their way of showing how important shopping local is. Come in and visit them during skating and patio season for the best coffee experience in town. Who's filling up your cup? Alternative Fuel Coffee House.
Tom Anderson back with you from Howard Knott as we get ready for our second game of the doubleheader here at Rapid City Central. And that first game, a bit of a shocker. Brookings coming in with a 1-6 record and they totally control the Rapid City Central girls on both ends of the court and come away with their second win of the year. 47-33, the Cobbler girls dropping to 4-5. Now this Brookings boys team comes in with a record of 1-6 as well, and the Cobblers come in with a record of 4-4, and the Brookings boys looking to duplicate what their female counterparts did in the first game, while the Cobbler boys need to notch a win to stay above 500. For Brookings under Coach David Rohrbach, they won their first game of the year against Watertown going away 54-32. Then they dropped their last 6 games in a row, losing big to Yankton 76-39, Sioux Falls O'Gorman 56-39, Huron 61-57, Brandon Valley 72-36. Only 31 points against Mitchell, while Mitchell put up 69, and a close game against Huron. I watched a little bit of that game in preparation for this. 64-51, Huron came away with the win, but the Bobcats have had problems scoring points in 4 of their losses, not being able to break that 40-point margin. For Rapid City Central, 4-4 on the year. They started the year with a win against Aberdeen Central, dropped games against Pierre. The last time we saw them, a tough one on the road against Douglas, losing at the buzzer 49-46. Upended crosstown rival Rapid City Stevens 42-40. Lost a couple against Sioux Falls, Jefferson, and Roosevelt, and they've won their last 2 games against Sturgis 60-55 and Thunder Basin 65-61. Starting lineups for Brookings, they will run this way. Austin Clark wears number 4. He's a 5'11" junior. Ryan Bauman, a 6'2" senior, wears number 5. Number 10 is Sam Conrad, 5'8" senior guard. Number 11, Owen Burns, 6'5" junior, big size there. And Nathan Lease, a 6'2" senior, wears number 22. For TJ Hay, they'll go John Suarez, wears number 0. Jet Janbrin wears number 2. Number 11, Lincoln Archambault. Cooper Totten is number 34, 6'5" senior. And Shunzi Whitewoman, a 6'4" junior. Rapid City Central in their white uniforms with RCC across the front in red and the red upper part. To go with the white jerseys. Brookings with their black uniforms, red numbers trimmed in white, and the red down the side. Landon Arnold, Jesse Strikers, and doing double duty tonight, Joe Beeler. We were supposed to see Genevieve Osborne here tonight. Hopefully she's doing well. Not sure why she isn't here. It'll be Cobbler basketball. Archambault goes to Whitewoman, right side, makes the move, powers up with the left hand, and the scoop is good. Whitewoman with a very strong move to start the game for the Cobblers. Here comes Conrad over the timeline, goes right side to Clark. He'll use the pick on the pick and roll, and they convert as Owen Burns set the big pick, used a nice footwork to get to the basket. He scooped it up with the right hand. We're tied at deuces. Archambault hands off to Janvern on the right wing. Cobblers moving left to right. Whitewoman, right of the circle, over the 3 line. One dribble, give it off to Suarez. Suarez, right elbow to Janvern. He'll dribble it to the left side, and a check foul out front will be called against, see who they whistled it on.
Bobcat foul on number 5, Ryan Bauman.
That'll go against Bauman. First whistle of the game. Cobbler basketball getting to Whitewoman, to Suarez underneath the Totten. Touch pass right side. Janvern's 3 is good. Cobblers with a couple of quick baskets. They lead at 5-2. Clark with the dribble comes left side to Lease. Still on the dribble. Back up top to Conrad. He'll back it out. Cobblers go man-to-man defense. Conrad comes left side to Clark. Puts up the 3. Hit the left iron. Ball bounces around. Janvern comes away with it for the Cobblers. Push it up right side to Suarez. Attacks the basket. Kisses it off the glass. And the Cobblers up 7-2. Minute and a half gone, first quarter. Conrad with the basketball on the yo-yo, right side, comes up top to Lee, swing it to Bauman, quickly in the corner to Clark, drives the baseline pass. Suarez, nice power move by Clark. Pushed it up off the backboard and in the hoop, 7-4. Cobbler lead at 3 now. 2 minutes gone to Totten. Tries to go back door to Suarez, ball out of bounds, Cobbler turnover. It'll be Brookings basketball trailing by 3, 7-4. Bauman will bring the ball into Conrad. Be picked up by Archambault over the timeline on the right side. all the way to the basket on the baseline. Gets it to Bauman. Wasn't looking for the pass. Bounce it to Burns out top. The three-pointer by Lease is short. Rebounded by White Woman. Give it off to Janvin. Cobblers come the other way, pushing it. White Woman right side. Tries the spin move. Gets double team. Right side Suarez. White Woman tried to slip on the pick. Archambault 17-footer hits it right of the elbow. Rises and buries it. 9-4. Cobblers lead it by 5. 5.5 to go first quarter. Conrad strong move. The basketball stripped away. Suarez comes up with a loose ball. Bad spacing for the Cobblers. They'll go left side to Janvin on the baseline. Spin move back in the lane. Fall away from 10. Rolls off. Totten couldn't keep it alive. And the Bobcats will come the other way. Clark, stop, pop, left side, Lease, elbow, won't go. Totten gathers in the loose ball, give it off to Janvin. Cobblers come the other way, leading by 5, 9-4, 5:06 to go, first quarter. Suarez, the White Woman. Backs down, trying to get some space in the lane. Double team, kick it out left side to Janvin. They'll take it back up to Suarez. 17 on the shot clock, Cobblers reset. Right side to Archambault. In the lane, passes it back out to Janvin. The three is good, but a whistle before Janvin buried the J. And the whistle will go against Conrad. Second team foul against Brookings, first against Conrad, and a couple of quick substitutions in for Brookings. Ben Moret is in along with Jackson Hoffman, number 32, a 6'3" senior. The Cobblers will send in Tyson Waters. Suarez tosses it out top to Totten. Bounce past the White Woman in the lane. Puts up the little jump hook shot. Won't go. Rebound cleared out by Moret. He'll bring it out on the far side as they go right to left. Moret has the ball knocked away. That was Suarez, the defensive specialist. With the steal, Janvin gets the pass out to Totten. I thought they were going to call Janvin for the walk. And then at midcourt, Waters will get called for the reach. First whistle against the Cobblers. 4:26 to go first quarter. Cobblers lead it by 5, 9-4. Got off to a quick start. Now the team's starting to settle in a little bit. Lease will bring it in. Conrad running the point for the Bobcats. Goes right side to Clark. Up top to Moret. Back to Conrad, left side. Left elbow jumper. Shot is good. Conrad brings the Bobcats to within 3 as Suarez crosses the timeline. Works the right side. Janvin with Conrad all over him up top to Waters. Work the ball left side. Suarez on the dribble. Had the shot at the lane. It looked like kicked out to Waters. Waters in lane. Goes to Janvin. Left of the circle. 3 is short. Long rebound tracked down by Lease. Get it off to Clark. And here come the Bobcats moving right to left. 3:46 to go first quarter. 9-6 lead for the Cobblers. Left elbow jumper again by Conrad. Long rebound gathered in by White Woman. He'll give it off to Janvin, who will work the left side. Cobblers moving left to right here in the first half. Right side to Waters. Battling for position underneath is White Woman. Can't get position. They'll take it back out top to Suarez. Left side to Totten. Waters off the curl, not open. Totten still on the dribble, and we have a whistle away from the ball, and it will go against Brookings. That'll be on Lease with a hold. His first, team third. Cameron Stidley is in the game. Carson Kurtenbach checks in. Suarez stays out there along with White Woman and Waters for the Cobblers. They'll have the ball baseline left. They'll put 4 around the box. Get the ball into Stidley, who saves it to Waters. Suarez runs right into Kurtenbach. Bad spacing by the Cobblers coming out of there. Suarez had to go up for the basketball, and Kurtenbach was coming over to set the pick, and they bang into each other. Turnover gives the ball back to Brookings, who trail by 3, 9-6. 3:13 to go first quarter. Conrad, Clark, Hoffman, Moret, and Owen Burns, the 5 on the floor. Conrad's 3, no good. Kurtenbach with the rebound. Get it off to Stidley. He'll put the brakes on, let the defense clear. Now he goes right side to Waters, underneath the White Woman. Double teamed. Backs in, directs traffic. Now they'll go back up top to Waters. Brookings Double teaming White Woman. Fall away shot. Nice touch by White Woman on the fadeaway. He has a couple of baskets. And the Cobblers up by 5, 11-6, 2.5 to go first quarter. Here comes Conrad, works the left side. Dump it underneath. That is Burns against White Woman. Backs in, ball knocked away, recovers, puts up the scoop. Up and around the big guy, White Woman. And Burns has his second basket. Cobbler lead back to 3, 11-8. Suarez on the dribble right side, wants to go to White Woman. Picked up by Burns, back out top. That's Kurtenbach, 3 off the mark, and out of bounds it goes. Brookings with the ball, 2:06 remaining first quarter. Cobbler lead at 3. What has been a back and forth first period. Cobblers put together a 5-0 run to go up 7-2, but it's been pretty much exchanging baskets since then. Will Pepke is in for Rapid City Central. Burns gives the ball off to Clark. Right side Conrad underneath to Burns. Double team there, and it will be a hold against Stidley. I think they're going to say he was in the act of shooting, and it'll be a couple of free throws coming up for Burns.
That's his first.
First against Stidley. That'll be the second team foul against Rapid City Central. Owen Burns, a 6'5" junior. Free be short, bounces off the board and out. First trip to the line for Brookings results in a miss. Hoffman will sit down as Ryan Bauman comes back in for Brookings. Second free throw attempt is short, but bounces around, catches the rim, falls through, and the bottom of the net brings Brookings to within 2, 11-9. Archambault with the basketball, goes to Kurtenbach, left of the circle. Has the ball stolen away, but recovered by Stidley. Goes to the basket right side, is get called for the travel. Tried to make the move through. Brookings with the double team, forced the drag of the back foot. Cobblers turn it over for the third time here in the first period.
Lease back in for the Cobblers.
Lease will come back in for Brookings, 6'2" senior. So it is Conrad with the basketball, Bauman, Lease, Burns, and Clark. Conrad gives it off to Lease. Right side, Clark. Now to Lease down on the block, right side. Up top, Burns straight away 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Kurtenbach. Gets it to Archambault on the near side. Cobblers moving left to right. Archambault comes right side to Waters. Looked underneath for Pepke, couldn't get it to him. Back up top to Archambault. High pick by Pepke, who's an offensive lineman. Big body in there. Had the basketball, goes left side. Waters 3, short. Rebound by Pepke. Powers it back up and in. Will Pepke with the big bucket. Puts Cobblers back up by 4, 13-9. Conrad, right side on the baseline. Draws the holding foul against Stidley. That'll be his second. 3 team fouls on each of the teams here in the first quarter. White Woman takes a bench. Stidley takes a bench. Actually, White Woman's been over there. Stidley goes to the bench. Janvern back in. Bauman has the ball right side, dumps it underneath to Burns, who got around Pepke. And Burns has 7 of the 11 points for the Bobcats. It's a 2-point lead for the Cobblers, under a minute to go. Kurtenbach goes left side to Janvern. Looks up top, Waters. Slices left side, tried to get it to Pepke. Turnover instead. 4th of the period for the Cobblers. Shot clock is off. And it is Lease with the basketball. Clark wants it out near midcourt. Now goes right side to Conrad. 19 to go in the half, and a foul out front by Archambault at half court. 4th team foul against the Cobblers. Still 17 seconds to go in the quarter. Archambault picks up his first, and it'll be Lease to bring the basketball in on the near sideline. Throw it in the backcourt to Conrad. 15. Archambault will pick Conrad up. He shakes him for a moment on the dribble out front. Gets the high pick from Burns, and the hip check causing some pain for Archambault as he comes up. I don't know where the hip got him, but he is struggling out here right now. He's going to sit down. Suarez will come back in. The last thing Archambault needs to do is sit down right now. That looked like a big Charlie horse off the big hip from Burns. That was the first against Burns, fourth against Brookings. Kurtenbach get the ball into Suarez. Suarez over the timeline. Puts up the runner, right elbow, shot won't go. And at the end of the first quarter, Rapid City Central clings to a 2-point lead, 13-11 over Brookings. We're back in 1 minute with more Cobbler basketball on GoCobblersLive.com, part of the LiveTicket.tv network.
Looking to spruce things up for dinner tonight? Order online or by the Inferno's Food by Fire app for your best meal in Rapid City. Inferno's has the best Stonefire signature pizzas, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Build your own pizza all while watching the latest high school or NFL action. Even better, receive a 10% discount off your next order when you mention Live Ticket. That's at Inferno's Food by Fire.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Our score at the end of the first quarter, 13-11. Let's catch up on a couple other scores. I have my scoreboard working. I got to keep moving it up and down so it doesn't go out. At the end of the first half, Crosstown Watertown leads Rapid City Stevens 23-17. Rapid City Christian, big win on the road against Lakota Tech, 58-55 to stay undefeated. We're hoping to bring you the Christian Custer game on Tuesday. That's a boys-girls doubleheader. Try and catch some other scores. My scoreboard will stay lit up. Brookings can't convert on their opening possession of the second period. Cobblers with the basketball. It's Archambault back out on the floor along with Suarez, Janvrin, Totten, and White Woman. They're starting five. Get it to White Woman in the lane. Backing in. Spins right. Shot no good. And the foul will be whistled against Owen Burns, his second. Burns did all the damage in the first quarter for the Bobcats. So if White Woman can pick up some personal fouls against Burns, send him to the bench. That's his second now. Burns was 7 of the 11 points for the Bobcats, and White Woman had a couple of baskets in the first quarter. Can't hit the free throw here. First time to the line for the Cobblers in the game. Very fast first quarter with just 2 free throws attempted. Second free throw by White Woman, skates off the front of the iron. 0 for 2, Cobbler lead at 2, 13-11. Conrad on the floor leading the way for Brookings. Comes left side, Lease. Clark is out there along with Hoffman. There's Lease on the blocks, puts a shot up, no good. White Woman had it, lost it. Finally regains and gives it off to Janvrin. That is Bauman, the 5th Bobcat out there, by the way. 13-11 lead for the Cobblers. Minute gone, second period, Suarez. Angles in, right side, goes to White Woman. Gets triple teamed on the baseline. Suarez steps through, shot is up, and he hits the floor hard as he ran into the black shirt of Ryan Bauman. Let's see if he picks up the foul. No, it'll be against Hoffman. Bauman and Suarez ended up on the ground. Suarez to the line for the first time. He had a basket in the first quarter. Looking for the first points of the second period. Suarez can't get them. Cobblers 0 for 3 from the foul line here to start the second period. 2-point lead for Rapid City Central, 13-11, 6:50 to go here in period number 2. Second free throw by Suarez. Flips the net one time. 14-11, 3-point lead for the Cobblers. Here comes Conrad over the timeline, picked up by Archambault. Come to Clark, left side, Suarez closes on him. Clark starts to make the move to the baseline, dribbles the ball off his ankle, out of bounds it goes. Unofficially for Brookings, this is their second turnover. Archambault will work against Clark. Picks him up in the backcourt, gives him some room, comes right side to Janvrin. Waits, goes to White Woman up between the circles. Left side to Suarez, in the corner on the far side to Janvrin. Totten gives him the pick. Janvrin, step back, jumper from the left elbow, and Archambault hits the floor hard as he gets tied up with Hoffman, I believe. Let's see who the whistle goes against. Clark and Hoffman were both there. It'll go against Clark. Austin Clark picks up his first. That's the 7th team foul now against Brookings. And that will send Archambault to the line to shoot free throws. He had a jumper in the first quarter for his only points. That free throw, that looked like it was going to be way short. Looked like he under-released it, high arcing, a lot of backspin on it. Made its way to the rim, nothing but the bottom of the net for Archambault on his first attempt, and it's a 15-11 lead now for the Cobblers. Second free throw also good. Trips them both. He's got 4. The Cobblers lead at 5. Nearly 2 minutes gone. Here comes Conrad attacking the right side. Had an opening instead, gives it up. Out top, Hoffman all the way to the basket, lays it up with the left hand. Blocking foul will be called against Janvrin, and Hoffman will shoot a pair. So Janvrin stands in there, tries to take the charge against a 6'3" Jackson Hoffman. Janvrin picks up his first. That is the 15th foul against the Cobblers, and Hoffman. First free throw is good. His first points of the game. All the points so far in the period from the charity stripe in the first couple of minutes. Left-hander puts it up. Second one rattles around, falls through. He gets them both. Cobbler lead at 3, 16-13. Archambault walks the ball up. Clark picks him up. Man-to-man. Left side, give it off to Janvrin. Up top to Totten. One dribble to Suarez, right side. Bounce it underneath the White Woman. Hoffman went for the steal. Offensive foul against White Woman as sliding over to take the charge was Nathan Lease. Tough call there for the Cobblers as White Woman got around Hoffman and went for the steal. Good help by Lease. 16 foul against Rapid City Central. First against White Woman. Conrad brings it up with 5:45 to go, first half. Left side, Lease. Just left of the circle. Now to Conrad. Top of the circle started. Backs up. Starts again. Backs up. Now you give it off to Clark. Little jitterbug going on out there by Conrad. Clark with the dribble. On the switch has White Woman on him. You might want to clear and let him work. Puts up the 3. Hits the 3. Hit the floor. No call. And Clark showing some range. Ties it up at 16. Janvrin goes right side to Totten. On the right wing, Suarez goes back up top to Archambault underneath the White Woman. Again, Hoffman goes for the steal. Again, he misses it, and White Woman with the easy basket puts Cobblers back up to 18-16. Lease with the ball, spins. Couldn't really do anything with it. Gives it off to Bauman. Bauman puts his shoulder down, gets called for the travel as Janvrin stayed in front of him. And the turnover gives the ball back to Rapid City Central. Cobblers lead it by 2, 18-16. 4:53 to go, second period. Janvrin works out front against Conrad. They clear out the right side for him. They go to White Woman. Hoffman hammered him, knocked the ball away. Then Archambault tries to find the laser pass on the bounce, gets kicked.
Check in for the
And it'll be Cobbler basketball. They'll put him on the baseline right. Moret comes in for the Bobcats along with Nathan Smith. Janvrin with the ball in the lane, puts up the 10-footer, too hard off the back of the board. Rebound cleared out by Moret. Right side, that is Clark. Have to respect the range. Clark on the drive, puts it up with the left hand and gets it to go. They respect the range, and Clark blows right around him to the bucket. Just kept the ball in his left hand, flips it up, tied at 18. Totten, top of the circle, one dribble underneath the White Woman, pump fake, shot up, shot good. White Woman, the wide body underneath, and Totten finds him in space, 20-18. Cobblers up by 2. Conrad tries to get around Suarez, double teamed at the foul line, finally gets the ball off. Timeout taken by Brookings. They're going to take a full, I believe. 4:01 to go, second period. Cobblers lead it by 2, 20-18. And it is a 60-second timeout. We're back in 1 minute on GoCobblersLive.com.
Signature wings, world-class burgers, and the best steak in Rapid City. All that plus a perfect spot to watch the game found right here in Rapid City at Shooters. From its full and complete menu and its one-of-a-kind dessert menu, Shooters has everything you want. Also looking for a little value in your meal? Order online or by the Shooters app and use the promo code LIVETICKET to receive 20% off your order. Again, that's LIVETICKET for 20% off at Shooters in Rapid City.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Mental Auto Group. Denny Mental, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Mental Rapid Chevrolet. You'll say yes to...
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior.
We are back to the action here with Cobblers up by 2. One tick away from the midway point. Suarez knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Brookings in the backcourt. Some other scores on boys basketball tonight. It was Yankton 58-47 over Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Lincoln by 13 over O'Gorman tonight, 74-61. And started period number 3, Watertown leading Rapid City Stevens. Carroll Higher Gymnasium across town 23-17. Brookings with the basketball. Suarez comes up with a steal as Conrad tried to throw the ball over the top. Suarez in the front court goes left side to Janvrin underneath the white woman. Faces up, goes baseline, spins back out to Totten. Ball stolen away by Smith. Cobbler turnover, gives it back to Brookings. Here comes Moret. Spins in the lane, drags the back foot, gets called for the walk. Tried to make the spin move and get the pass out. The Cobblers hustling back on defense, cut off the passing lane. Turnover gives the ball back to Rapid City Central with 3:31 to go in the first half. Cobblers still up by 2 in a very close first half here, 20-18. Archambault threw it somewhere, but ended up in the hands of Ben Moret. Turnover of Cobblers, their third of the period, right side or left side rather. Clark's 3 won't go. Then Totten had his arm pulled away by Hoffman. No call, and the Cobblers in the front court. Suarez with the basketball. Brookings switched to a 1-3-1 zone defense, a defense I absolutely love. Janvrin will back it out. It's a tough defense to run an offense against because no matter where you go, you're in trouble. That corner, if you can trap quickly enough, but they don't, and Archambault drills the 3. There's the weakness in that 1-3-1. You've got to hustle down there, but that's the perfect place to pull the trap. They can't get there fast enough, and Archambault makes them pay. 23-18, Cobblers lead it by 5. White Woman has the steal as they threw it on the wrong side of Hoffman. 5 turnovers for Brookings here in the period. Suarez slows it down. Totten, his first shot of the game, rolls around and out, but he'll shoot a pair as Clark with the push right in front of the official. Easy call for the men in the stripes. Clark will pick up his second. 8th team foul against Brookings, and it will be Totten to the free throw line. I believe that is his first shot of the game. And Totten turns the net one time there, 24-18. Cobbler lead at 6. That's their biggest lead of the game. And they led by 5, 11-6 and 9-4. Final in the girls' game across town tonight, 66-42. Rapid City Stevens picks up the win. Second free throw by Totten. Flips the twine twice on the trip to the charity stripe, 25-18. And that is 7 straight points for Rapid City Central since we were tied at 18 apiece. Front court, Lease back in the game. Give it off to Bauman. Right back to Lease. Goes by White Woman. Good help by Janvrin. The ball off the side of the board. Not really sure what happened with Lease as he went up for the shot. I don't think he was expecting Janvrin to be there. As he made the move around with White Woman, a big wide body. I think Janvrin kind of snuck up on him and the ball was just lost. Baseline left. Get the ball into Conrad. Back up to Clark. Looking underneath. Back to Conrad. Now they'll work it underneath. Pump fake by Lee. Shot is up and good. He'll shoot 1. So they put Lease down on the block, 6'2" senior. Count the basket, and the foul goes against White Woman. That'll be his second. 7th team foul against the Cobblers, 8 against Brookings. Smith will sit down. Moret back in. Pepke will come in. White Woman will sit down. He's been a bit of a factor offensively for the Cobblers with 8 of their 25 points. Now they're going to have to find that offense somewhere, and that's been a struggle for Rapid City Central this year. Lease completes the three-point play. The Cobbler lead at 4 now, 25-21. Archambault comes near side to Kurtenbach, to Waters, who's also come in. Janvrin, right side, go to Archambault, left side, stop at the free throw line, leans in, free throw no good, or the jumper no good from the foul line. Pepke tried to keep it alive. Bauman comes the other way for Brookings. Ball knocked away by Archambault. Comes up with the loose ball. Waters, nice bounce pass to Janvrin. Step through, shot is up and good. Beautiful pass by Waters, a touch pass across the lane through traffic, and the Cobbler lead at 6, 27-21. Conrad will slow things down for the Bobcats. Minute 21 to go in the first half. Conrad has the open jumpers. The Cobbler switched and they didn't stay with him, but he can't hit it. Here comes Waters. Goes to Janvrin across the way. Pass was partially deflected. Clark and Janvrin hit the floor on the tie-up, and the foul will go against Clark with the push. That'll be his third.
Foul number 4, Austin Clark gets his
So
third.
he will sit down for the rest of the half. And Smith back in the game. 19 fouls against Brookings. Next one puts Cobblers in the double bonus with under a minute to go. Janvrin will shoot the one-on-one. He has 5 points in the game, a 3 and a 2, and now a free throw. The Cobblers are 6 of 9 from the charity stripe. Now 7 of 10 as Janvrin hits them both. Cobbler lead at 8, 29-21, approaching a minute to go. First half. Lease hands it off to Bauman. Right back to Lease, left side. He'll take the three. That's going to be off the front iron. Rebound and put back. And that is Moret with the basket. Cobblers didn't box off on the weak side, and it cost him a bucket. Janvrin out front, works against Conrad, steps through, shot up, shot, oh, won't hold the rim. And here come the Bobcats the other way. Tough break for the Cobblers. Conrad behind the back pass, intended for Bauman, who couldn't handle it. Here comes Janvrin, forces his way in, creates the contact, and he will shoot a pair. 10th team foul against Brookings. In the act of shooting, though, Jet Janvrin will step to the line.
Number 2, Ben Moret.
Moret will pick up the first.
Janvrin line shooting 2.
33.7 seconds to go in the first half. Janvrin touches the bottom of the net again. 3 of 3 from the foul line. He now has 8 points. Pepke will sit down. Totten comes back in. Totten been very quiet here in the first half. Second free throw by Janvrin is short, rattles around, drops through. All count the same. He gets 2, and the Cobblers back up by 8, 31-23, 30 seconds to go. Archambault pick up Conrad as he walks the ball over. Shot clock is off. They'll work for the last shot. Spread the floor. Conrad being guarded closely by Archambault. Conrad still being guarded closely, but apparently not closely enough because the count wasn't there. Archambault and Conrad will go at it again. 10 seconds to go. In the near corner out front, Conrad skates by, and the foul will be called against Waters or Archambault. Let's see who gets the whistle. It'll be against Archambault on the reach.
Foul for number 11, Lincoln Archambault. That's his second.
18 foul against Cobblers with 5.8 seconds to go. Sam Conrad, a little jitterbug out there, 5'8". Very quick between the legs a couple of times and shot right by Archambault. Conrad with a basket, hits the free throw. He has 3 points now. Cobbler lead at 7. Conrad trying to cut it to 6, getting ready to go to the half. 5.8 seconds to go. Cobblers know what can happen in that amount of time, as they lost the game at the buzzer on a long jumper against Douglas. Here comes Archambault the other way. Right side, Janvrin, 3, bounces around, won't fall, and the Cobblers go to the locker room leading it at the half by 6. 31-25. We'll take a few minutes, come back with the halftime report here on LiveTicket.tv. You're listening to Cobbler basketball and watching Cobbler basketball tonight on GoCobblersLive.com.
exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, keep it simple. Insure your car and home with Farm Bureau and you'll have a combined policy with one deductible that can cover it all. That means faster claim resolution and less hassle. Plus, you can save money in the long run. It's the quick way back to normal, because with Farm Bureau, you've got an agent who can make things right when things go wrong. Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
Call me, Tom Berger, your Farm Bureau agent in Rapid City, at 348-3470.
Crossroads Hotel and Huron Event Center is an excellent choice for travelers visiting Huron, offering a family-friendly environment alongside many helpful amenities designed to enhance your stay. Crossroads Hotel is a family-friendly hotel offering air conditioning, refrigerator, desk, and a free Wi-Fi for all guests. The hotel features a 24-hour front desk, room service, and a newspaper. Plus, guests can enjoy a pool and a lounge, which have made theirs a popular choice among travelers visiting Huron. Enjoy your stay in Huron by staying at Crossroads Hotel.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Menhold Auto Group. Denny Menhold Toyota and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet. Say yes to 23 local and national lenders on hand competing for your business. Say yes to the most value for your trade with multiple appraisers bidding for it. Say yes and buy with no money down and no payments until March 2023. All credit applications accepted. Our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Menhold Rapid Chevrolet.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name. When you ask for...
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
My kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Copper Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Copper & Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Copper & Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
You'll say...
And we are back at the half. Tom Anderson with you from Howard Oz Gymnasium. Second game of our doubleheader, and a much closer game than the opening girls game. That game was won by Brookings going away 47-33. Held a 16 to 18 point lead for most of the game after opening with a 17-14 first quarter. Brookings girls pick up their second win of the season. Brookings boys looking for their second win. They are also 1-6. Cobbler girls fall to 4-5. The Cobbler boys at 4-4 trying to stay above the 500 mark. And they lead it to the Cobbler boys at the half, 31-25. Scoring for Brookings, Ben Moret has a basket. 7 points for Austin Clark, but he picked up his third foul just before the end of the first half. 4 points for Sam Conrad. 7 points for Owen Burns, all in the first quarter. Then he had to go to the bench in the second period after picking up his second foul. Nathan Lease with 3 points off a traditional three-point play in the second period, and a couple of free throws for Jackson Hoffman. Brookings a perfect 5 of 5 in the second quarter, 6 of 7 in the first half from the charity stripe. For Rapid City Central, 3 points for John Suarez, 1 of 2 from the line, and a basket in the first quarter. 9 points for Jet Jandren as he picked up the slack after Shunzi Whitewoman went to the bench picking up his second foul in the second period. 4 of 4 from the line for Jandren, who go along with a 3 and a deuce. So he has 9.7 for Lincoln Archambault, 2 for 2 from the line. He had a tray and a deuce as well. 2 points for Cooper Tot. Both those points from the foul line. 8 points for Shunzi Whitewoman. Had a pair of baskets in both the first and second quarter. 0 of 2 from the line. And Will Pepke had a bucket in the first quarter. Cobblers, very good shooting from the free throw line in the first half. 9 of 12. All of those in the second period. Unofficially 6 turnovers for Brookings, 7 for Rapid City Central. The Cobblers lead it at the half, 31-25. Up next for the Cobblers, they play Watertown tomorrow. That's a boys-girls doubleheader, while Brookings goes across town to play Rapid City Stevens. And in girls basketball tonight, Rapid City Stevens defeated Watertown 66-42. Well, let's see. Those are the only AA scores I have for the girls. I don't know if I can get the scoreboard to work. Last game it wouldn't. I just got that circle of death, and it looks like that's what I'm going to get here. Oh, we got it up. Look at this. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. 35-29. Watertown narrowly over Rapid City Stevens. Stevens, rather, a very low-scoring affair. Rapid City Christian with a big win on the road tonight to stay undefeated. They beat Lakota Tech 58-55. That's the team that defeated them last year in the Sodak 16 and denied the Comet senior class the trip to the state tournament. This class of players at Christian looking very, very solid, and looking forward to hopefully bringing you that Custer doubleheader on Tuesday here on LiveTicket.tv. Yankton over Sioux Falls Roosevelt 58-47. These are all boys games. 74-61. Sioux Falls Lincoln over O'Gorman. And at the half here, we are up 31-25. Rapid City Central over Brookings. Games tomorrow. Pierre is in town. They are taking on Douglas out in Box Elder. St. Thomas More, 11-0 on the season, will be playing winner at the Corn Palace at the Hanson Classic. Rapid City Christian, as we already mentioned, against Custer on Tuesday. We have some good basketball coming up. Roosevelt and O'Gorman in boys basketball tomorrow as well. So a lot of action tomorrow. Not as much tonight in AA. So that is where we're at heading into the third quarter. Rapid City Central leading by 6, 31-25. And they will have the basketball to start the third quarter. It'll be Totten, Janvrin, Archambault, Suarez, and Whitewoman. They're starting 5 on the floor. And for Brookings, looks like they're starting 5 as well. Burns back out there. This two, Conrad, Bauman, Clark with his 3 fouls, and Lease. And Brookings will go back to that 1-3-1 defense. Left side, Suarez. Up top, Janvrin. Right side, Archambault. Archambault drives, right corner, jump shot, no. Hustling after he gets the rebound is Janvrin. No look pass, bounce pass across the lane, and Archambault converts. Great hustle on the play by Jet Janvrin to come up with the offensive rebound, and then with the assist, puts the Cobblers up by 8, 33-25. Cobblers, full court pressure, caused the turnover, and it'll be Janvrin in front court. Comes left side to Archambault. Suarez had a look at it, goes cross court, one-handed pass, absolutely hate that, and Brookings steps in front. My coach coming out at me. We ran a 1-3-1 defense, which is why I love it, and I hated the one-hand pass then. I still do now. It'll be Brookings basketball off the turnover. In the front court, Lease, left side, Bauman's 3, no, rebound by Burns, and he throws it away, trying to get it out to Clark. Unforced turnover. Cobblers benefit, leading by 8, 33-25. Just underway third quarter here at Howard Nas Gymnasium tonight on liveticket.tv or listening on GoCobblersLive.com. Left side, Archambault goes in the corner. Suarez, that's a shot you got to take against this defense if they don't trap fast enough. Underneath, Whitewoman got behind the defense. Shot won't go as it's blocked from behind by Bauman. Here comes Lease working the left side. Brookings moving left to right. Bauman hits the floor, recovers, gives it off to Burns. Clark with the basketball on the dribble. It comes to Lease. On the pump fake. Cobblers have gone to a 2-3 zone. Clark's long 3, no good. Rebound. Had it, lost it. That was Lease who couldn't get the handle. Archambault bounced ahead to Suarez. Kick it right side. Janvrin pushes the 3, rims out. Rebound controlled by Brookings. That was Lease with the rebound in the front court. Conrad. Picked up by Janvrin and Suarez as Cobblers have gone to a 3-2 zone. Suarez at the point of that zone. Clark has the ball back to Conrad, bounce it underneath. That is Lease on the turn. Shot won't go. Whitewoman kept the ball alive into the hands of Janvrin, throws it into Suarez. Puts the brakes on as Brookings is back defensively up top to Janvrin, works left side to Archambault. Archambault directing traffic. Had Whitewoman down on the block. If Whitewoman just could have swung around, they have Clark down on the bottom of that 1-3-1 zone, which is not unusual putting a smaller player because that's the trap player when you go in the corner. So you have to have some quickness, but that also leaves you susceptible to getting the ball down on the post. Foul whistled against Bauman, his second. Right side, Archambault high arcing 3, brings down the rain, doesn't bring down the 3, but Totten with the follow, his first basket of the game. And the Cobbler lead for the first time, double digits, 35-25. And Brookings is going to take a timeout. Trailing by 10, 5:32 to go third quarter. It will be a 30-second timeout. We're back in 30 as well on GoCobblersLive.com.
Yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Mental Auto Group. Denny Mental, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Mental Rapid Chevrolet.
And Tom Anderson back with you at Howard Nas. A couple more scores to pass along. Custer edges Hill City in boys basketball tonight, 66-65. Let's see if there's anything else local here. Phillip destroys Bennett County 73-28. We're back to live action here with Brookings with the basketball in the hands of Conrad. 10-point lead for the Cobblers, 35-25, 5.5 to go, third quarter. Hoffman is on the floor for the Bobcats. Bounced it to Lease. Powers in against Totten. Shot up. Couldn't get it to go. He battles on the floor with Janvrin. The ball comes out. Suarez with the basketball. 1-on-3. Puts it up the left hand. Won't go. White Woman keeps it alive, but Conrad ends up with loose basketball for the Bobcats. Pushes it down in traffic. One-handed pass. Left side. Lease 3. That's going to be short. Rebound by Hoffman. Turnaround shot. Blocked by Totten. Ball kept alive by Janvrin. He'll bring it up on the dribble over the timeline, moving right to left. Comes left side. Suarez off to Totten. 2-pointer just inside the line. Short. Rebounded by Conrad. Coming the other way are the Bobcats. 4:42 to go, and the ball. Conrad tried to rifle it underneath. Nobody home. Bobcats with their third turnover of the period. Cobblers lead at 10, 35-25. Archambault will slow it down and be picked up by Clark. Clark with 3 fouls. It might be a good idea just to clear it out, let Archambault go at him. Brookings has switched back to a man-to-man defense now. Totten right side. Bad spacing right now for the Cobblers. Backdoor to White Woman. Couldn't handle the pass. Guarded by Burns. Out of bounds it goes. That play did not look good from the start. They had Totten and White Woman out on the wing together with no ball handler out there. And the two big guys couldn't work the baseline. Totten will sit down. And Kurtenbach back in for TJ Hay. Conrad over the timeline, works against Suarez. Cobblers stay with the 3-2 zone. Janvrin on the near side defensively to Clark. Right elbow, Lease. Thought about it, put it on the floor, puts it up with the left-handed jump hook. He has his second basket. First points of the half for Brookings. 35-27, 8-point lead for the Cobblers. Suarez bounces it to White Woman. Brookings back to his zone. White Woman in lane. Pushes it up with the right hand over Burns. Somehow got it to go. That was a very flat-looking shot. Cobbler lead back at 10. Conrad to Clark. Right back to Conrad on the right wing. Cross court. Hoffman thought about the 3. Drives to the basket. Puts it up with the left hand. Almost got it to fall. But he'll shoot a pair. 3:38 remaining, third quarter. Kurtenbach will pick up his first. 2 team fouls against the Cobblers, 1 against the Bobcats here in the second half. Cobbler lead at 10. Hoffman 2 for 2 from the line for his only 2 points of the night. Left-handed free throw is going to be short. Lead stays at 10. Suarez will sit down. Cameron Steidley back in for Rapid City Central. Second attempt for Hoffman. Rattles around, falls through. 37-28, Cobbler lead at 9 as Archambault across the timeline right side. Give it off to Steidley, up top Kurtenbach, left of the circle, 1 dribble, back to Janvrin. Skip pass right corner to Steidley underneath. Kurtenbach works from right to left, tries to reverse, won't go, but he gets his own rebound. Janvrin left side, 3 is good. Janvrin buries his second tray of the night, and the Cobbler lead its biggest of the night at 40-28. 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. They'll move the ball out top. Cobblers back to a man-to-man. Janvrin all over Hoffman, gets called for the reach. Overly aggressive. He already had Hoffman somewhat tied up. Trying to go for the steal. Janvrin will pick up his third, and that's costly for the Cobblers as he's the leading scorer right now. He'll have to go to the bench with his third foul. That brings Suarez right back in the Cobbler lineup. He'll pick up Conrad out front. It's like Cobblers are staying with that 3-2 zone. Right side, Clark. Up top, Conrad. Underneath to Hoffman. Little bunny step, no call. Leaves the shot short. Burns is there. Archambault and Kurtenbach all over him. The shot up by Burns, and Burns is asking for the foul as he had 4 arms and hands flailing at him. Couldn't get the shot to go, and the Cobblers have the basketball and the 12-point lead, 40-28. Left side, Kurtenbach goes to Suarez. Suarez looks for White Woman to the lane. Shot is up and good. White Woman has 12 in the game. So Janvrin and White Woman doing the job when the other's on the bench with foul trouble. 42-28. Brookings will take a timeout with 2:25 to go in the third quarter. We're back in 30 on GoCobblersLive.com.
Advertising can be a struggle. where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with Colton, who's right here in the area. And a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of Colton today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking.
Cobbler lead at 14, 42-28. Out of the timeout, it'll be Brookings basketball. Lease, Conrad, Clark, Burns, and Bauman. They're starting 5 on the floor. The Cobblers, they'll go full court pressure now. Suarez picks up Conrad. He's tough to pressure. He's just so quick. Get the ball at the foul line to Lease. Pump fake, puts it up at the leaning left-hander. Shot won't go. Loose ball. Stidley gets tackled over the top of the key. Bauman and Lease, a couple of big bodies, end up on the top. See who picks up the personal. That'll be the third team foul against Brookings. That'll be against Bauman. He has 3 now. Clark has 3 for the Cobblers. Janbrum with 3, Stidley and Whitewoman with 2 apiece. Here comes Archambault in the front court. Pushes the action, right side, Stidley! 3 is good. His first bucket. It's a huge basket for the Cobblers. That pushes the lead to 17, 45-28. Foul line, Lease passes on the shot. Double team, goes left side to Clark. Skip pass, near side Conrad. Looks in the corner, keeps it. One-handed pass, left side Clark. Slow close by the Cobblers. Clark can't get it to go. Rebound on the weak side is by Clark, and steps through. Check that out. Bauman with the rebound. And he gets the bucket. That's his first basket. That stops an 8-0 run by the Cobblers. 45-30. Cobbler lead at 15. Minute and a half to go. Third quarter. Whitewoman on the far side. Up top now to Archambault. Brookings man-to-man defense. Here comes Archambault. Right side. Whitewoman in the lane. Loses control of the basketball. Does he want up? Here comes Conrad the other way. Suarez stops him. Spin move. Left side. Clark. Shot no good, but another offensive board. Here's Lease with the basketball for the Bobcats. Looks underneath. Now they'll go back up top. Conrad to Lease. Makes a move to the left side, and the reach by the Cobblers would be team foul number 4. And Stidley will pick up his third. Waters and Pepke come back in. Whitewoman and Archambault will sit down with 57.8 seconds to go. Great substitution here by TJ Hay. Gets some rest for his big guy. Stay away from the foul. Free throw is no good, but the rebound by Clark. And he is fouled as he goes up by Kurtenbach. And that will be team foul number 5.
That's his second, team 5th. Austin Clark to the line to shoot 2.
So Clark to the line to shoot. He'll have a pair. First free throw is good.
Barrett into the game.
Brookings will send Barrett and Hoffman back on the floor. Lease will sit down, as will Burns. And Clark will sit down if he makes a free throw. Smith ready to come in. So second attempt by Clark is good. He hits a pair, and it's a 45.
Nathan Smith checking in for the Bobcats.
32 lead for the Cobblers. 13 is the margin. Brookings will come out with full court pressure. Throw it ahead to Suarez. He's double teamed, now triple teamed. Throws it ahead to Waters. Have numbers. Left side, Stidley lines up the 3. Shot is blocked by the smallest player on the floor, Sam Conrad. 5'8", comes flying across. I don't know if he has a block all year. At 5'8", it may not be his first, but it's one of the few he has. Suarez with the basketball, baseline left, toss it out front, Kurtenbach. Suarez will bring it back out. Shot clock, game clock, about a 17-second differential, so plenty of time for the Cobblers. Brookings will get the basketball back, assuming there's not an offensive rebound. Sidley on the attack, come back out to Suarez. 10 on the shot clock. Suarez tried to use the high pick by Pepke, didn't really work out. Stidley in the near corner, puts it up with the right hand, kept alive by Pepke. There's the offensive rebound. Suarez in the lane, right side. They'll work in the corner. Stidley on the pump fake, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Suarez. Dumps it underneath to Pepke, off the board, is good. Great vision by Suarez to get Pepke. 47-32 shot is no good as the third quarter comes to a close, and the Cobbler lead moves from 6 to 15. 47-32. We're back in 1 minute with period number 4 on GoCobblersLive.com.
Making the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Matt McCormick, I'm ready to help. Call 348-0464 for surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
At Howard Oz Gymnasium, the second game of our doubleheader here tonight. Rapid City Central hosting Brookings. Cobbler girls lose the first game 47-33, but the Cobbler boys lead here going into the fourth quarter by 15, 47-32, as they outscore Brookings 16-7 in the third period. Cobblers did not make a trip to the foul line, so first and third quarters they've not been to the charity stripe, but they are 9 of 12 in the second quarter. Brookings starts with the basketball. Cobblers stay with the 3-2 zone. Pass underneath off the leg of Burns, right in the hands of Conrad. His three was no good. The ball hits the support. It'll be Cobbler basketball. Totten, Suarez, Stidley, White Woman, and Waters, the five on the floor for Rapid City Central. Suarez in the backcourt, spins away from the defense in the front court. Now he's double teamed on the far sideline, and it's going to be a timeout. Suarez very smartly went up in the air, threw the ball off the leg of the Bobcats, but timeout taken by the Cobblers first. It'll be a 60-second timeout. We're back in 1 minute on GoCobblersLive.com.
Star Spangled Batter on Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota. Famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on liveticket.tv.
Ready for the fourth quarter from Howard Oz Gymnasium. Just underway, 7:36 to go. Cobblers will have the ball out of bounds as they took the timeout to save the possession. They will have the ball in the hands of Waters, bringing it in front of their bench. Get the ball to Suarez. He's picked up by Conrad. Man-to-man defense now for the Bobcats. They're going to try and force the issue. Right side, Stidley on the dribble. Totten's checked back in along with White Woman, Waters, and Suarez, the five out there. Suarez lines up the three. That's going to be short. Hit the front of the rim. Rebounded by Clark. He'll push it down left side to Bauman. Back out top to Clark. He'll take the three and skip it off the front of the iron. Rebound by Totten. One dribble, double team, throw ahead to Waters. Cobblers have numbers. Suarez bounce pass across to White Woman. Pump fake shot is up. Shot is good.
Basket by Z.
White Woman with his first basket of the period. Right side, the three is good by Lease.
Lease for three.
49-35. In the front court, Suarez goes sprawling to the floor. It'll be the third whistle against Brookings. That'll be Conrad's second.
That's his second, team third.
3 team fouls against Brookings. Baseline left. Cobblers will have it. White woman to bring it in. Cobblers will line up 4 around the box. Get the ball into Archambault, who's come back in the lineup. Bounce pass, wrap around to White woman. Basket is good and one. Another marvelous pass by the Cobblers in traffic. Archambault wraps it around the defender. Bounce passes right on the money to White woman. He has 2 buckets in each of the periods now. He has 16 points, his second trip to the line. 0 for 2, and now 0 for 3 as he can't complete the 3-point play. And Totten will pick up the foul. Just his first 16 fouls against Rapid City Central. Cobbler lead at 16, 51-35. They've won their last 2 games against Sturgis and Thunder Basin, trying to make it 3 in a row. Left side, Clark. White woman closes out on him. Cobbler's back to a 2-3 zone now. Right side. They're working back up top. Now left side, Clark. Cobblers are late getting there, and Clark makes him pay. His second 3 of the night. He has 12. Cobbler lead 13, 51-38. Suarez right side. Works it underneath to Totten, and a pushing foul on Lease. That'll be the 5th team foul against Brookings. Not necessarily a bad thing for the Bobcats, because if it gets down to it, they need the Cobblers at the foul line. They need to pick up a couple of fouls to get to that 7. That's their 5th. Baseline right, Archambault to bring it in. Tosses it way out top to Totten. Janvrin back in. He has the basketball left of the circle to White woman, left side. Starts to the left baseline. Powers his way across, double team. Tried to get the ball to Totten, went through his legs right to Archambault. Janvrin in the lane, kick it out left side. Totten, jump shot, good. Totten. His second basket. He's been very quiet offensively here this evening. 53-38, the steal by Archambault. Nice crossover right by Lees, puts it up. He goes up with the right hand, and Conrad knocked it out. Although I may have to agree with Conrad that Archambault went up with just the one hand, didn't go up strong, and that might have gone off his fingers as it sailed out of bounds. But instead, the Cobblers will retain possession and a 15-point lead. Baseline right. They'll line up a diamond in the middle of the lane. Go to Janvrin, up top to Totten. Pivots around a couple of times. Picks up the dribble, finds White woman underneath. Shot won't go. Offensive rebound. Shot is up. Shot is good and one. So White woman didn't get the call, didn't get the shot the first time. Burns will pick up his 3rd. And Burns, since the first quarter, has been totally silent. No points. Picks up his 3rd foul here. 6th team foul against the Bobcats now. And White woman is 0 for 3 from the line. Back to trying to convert the traditional 3-point play. Missed the free throw trying to convert on the last trip. This free throw is good. 56-38. Cobblers with the lead, 5:25 to go, and a whistle in the backcourt to go against Archambault. That will be his second team foul number 7. Technical foul.
Owen Burns, that's his
Oh, it's on Burns, not Archambault. Okay. So Burns gets teed up. Not happy with the foul called against him when he thought he got hacked pretty badly a couple of times on his side. The frustration of being 1-6 on the year and seeing this opportunity slip away. So it'll be Janvrin to the line to shoot the free throw and can't get it to drop. He had been 4 for 4 from the line. So with Burns picking up the technical, that is his 4th. 17 fouls against Brookings, and the free throw by Janvrin. Gets 1 out of the 2. Cobblers now with 6 straight points. They've opened up a lead of 19 at 57-38. They've been this far one time before at 19, I believe. Suarez with the basketball, picked up by Hoffman. Man-to-man defense, check that, was Moret on Suarez. White woman tries to spin to the baseline, dribbles it out of bounds, and it will be Bobcat basketball up the turnover by Rapid City Central's big guy who's had a big game. 7 in the quarter, 11 in the half, 19 in the game for White woman. Conrad operates from the left wing now. He'll bring it back out between the circles. Still on the dribble, gets a high pick from Hoffman. So between the defense, shot was too high. Hoffman with the offensive board back out top. Lease, step through, shot good. So Lease with the basket, has 5 in the period. 57-40 the score now. Timeout on the floor, 60 seconds it is. We are back in 1 minute on GoCobblersLive.com.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Manhunt Auto Group. Denny Manhunt Toyota and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Manhunt Rapid Chevrolet.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
4:51 to go, fourth quarter. Cobblers lead it by 17, 57-40. They will have the basketball. And Brookings will set up full court, man-to-man pressure. Totten gets the ball into Archambault. Back to Totten. Throw it over the defense to Janvrin. Gets it in the front court to Suarez. Brookings got their hands on a couple of passes but couldn't come up with a loose basketball. Cobblers controlling the front court. Suarez will pull it out. They'll run some clock. 20 on the shot clock. Suarez gets a high pick from Totten. Dumps it off to Janvrin, back out top to Totten. Totten has the ball knocked away temporarily, recovers with long arms to White woman. On the right side, finds Totten in the lane, 10-footer, back iron, drops through. Totten, 6 points from the field in the second half, 8 points in the game. Cobblers lead it by 19, 59-40. Clark drops it off to Moret in the near corner, out top to Lease. He'll work the left side, spins in the lane, puts a shot up, hits it from 10. Good-looking move by Lease. He has 7 in the period. Janvrin, head to Suarez, bounce pass underneath. White woman puts it up and in. 61-42. Cobbler lead back to 19. 3:45 to go. Fourth quarter. Conrad steps back just inside the 3-line and drains the jumper. His first basket since the first quarter. Lead back to 17. White woman had an opportunity to take the ball in and put it in, but the Cobblers will run some clock. 3.5 to go in the game. Archambault doesn't run the clock. He takes the jumper, gets the iron dance, and gets it to fall through. He's scored in each of the 4 periods now. 63-44, back to 19. Lease pushes up the long 3 and hits it. Now we have some offense all of a sudden here in the fourth quarter. Janvrin to Suarez in the front court. Double team, out top to Janvrin. Right side Totten. Takes a couple dribbles, gives it off to Suarez. 20 on the shot clock. Archambault to Janvrin. Bounce pass to Suarez. Danger in the corner, but Brookings doesn't come for the double team. Ball knocked away from behind by Moret in the hands of Conrad. Left side, Clark puts up the 3. No, underneath the Lease. Pump fake shot up, shot good. And Lease with a big fourth quarter. He's got 12 in the period. The lead at 14 now, 63-49, 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Totten throws it in the front court to Janvrin. Underneath to Suarez, bounce pass to White woman. He'll lay it up off the glass, leaves it too hard. Can't believe he missed it. Here comes Conrad, one-handed pass, left side. Lease with the layup. He's filling it up here in the fourth quarter. Lead at 12, 63-51. It was 19 just a few moments ago. Still 2 minutes to go in the game. Cobblers may have let up a little too soon. Archambault, right side. And the Cobblers have 5 substitutes at the scorer's table with 2 minutes to go and a 12-point lead. White woman at the elbow, back out top to Archambault. My math is right. It's 12 points. It's not 22. Totten backs it in. 10 on the shot clock. Right side, Archambault drives to the baseline. Cut off by Moret. Puts up the jumper shot. Is good. And one. Huge basket for Lincoln Archambault. A 7-0 run for Brookings that got them back in the game. And now I believe we have a technical foul. They're clearing the lane.
That's good for Archambault.
So Archambault's going to shoot one.
Ben Moret with the foul.
Moret with the foul. So Archambault's going to shoot one to try to complete the three-point play and hits it.
Technical foul on Ben Moret.
And then Moret picks up the technical as well. Second technical of the game against Brookings. Again, the frustration of being 1-6 and having an opportunity to pick up the win here. Archambault rattles the rim just slightly, but he's perfect from the line tonight. 4 of 4 as he hits the first tee. 67-51 the score. 68-51 the score as Archambault adds 5 points to his tally with the traditional three-point play, the couple of technical free throws, minute 43 to go. Now Coach TJ Hay might be able to breathe a little easier bringing in the 5 substitutes with that lead now at 17. 68-51. We have a minute timeout. We will take a minute timeout as well on GoCobblersLive.com.
Have you been in a fender bender recently? Maybe have some hail damage on your vehicle? New Miller Truck and Auto Body specializes in body repairs for cars, pickups, and semis. Located at 3030 East Highway 44 in Rapid City, New Miller Truck and Auto Body is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let their experts undo the damage you did. Call 605-342-0537. You've tried the rest, now try the best. New Miller Truck and Auto Body in Rapid City.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399. Would you buy your...
And we are back. They took a quick 1 minute timeout. Stidley is out there on the floor along with Kurtenbach. We've seen them. New to the game, Killian Peterson. Kurtenbach with the basket, leans it in and gets it to go. Isaiah Whiting also out there along with Dason Prairie Chicken. The shot is up, short. Power up, Burns gets fouled, finally gets the call he's been looking for. He couldn't get the basket to go. He started off strong with 7 points in the first quarter, sat out much of the second period with foul trouble, and has been totally absent here in the second half as the Cobblers' lead stands at 19, 70-51. 7th team foul against Rapid City Central, 9 against Brookings, and the free throw by Burns is off the mark. He is just 1 of 3. So Brookings had it down to 12 at 63-51 following a 7-0 run. And then the three-pointer by Archambault and a three-point play, rather. Tacked on a couple more technical free throws, and the free throw by Burns is no good. Bauman keeps it alive. Brookings underneath the Burns, spins. Actually had the baseline against Kurtenbach, and Kurtenbach will foul Burns as he goes up strong. Burns might have outthought himself on the move. He actually had the move to the baseline. It was wide open. Kurtenbach wasn't able to stay in front of him. But Burns back to the line to shoot. That'll be the third on Kurtenbach. 8th team foul against the Cobblers with 48.1 seconds to go, and the free throw is no good. So Owen Burns, a very frustrating final 3 periods of this game. 0 for 3 from the line here in the fourth quarter. Shot is up and rattles out, 0 for 4. Bodies hit the floor hard. Whiting has the ball up ahead to Kurtenbach. Stidley wants the ball in the corner. Kurtenbach rifles it over to Peterson. Peterson's shot no good. And losing the basketball out of bounds for Brookings was Cole Skyberg, a 6-foot junior. No, but last touch by the Cobblers, so stay with Brookings. Hoffman will come back in. 33 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Conclusion of the game will take a couple of minutes, come back, take a look at the numbers, see if my scoreboard will maybe work. Get a final from that Watertown Rapid City Stevens game at the very least. Sidley shoots through, knocks the ball away. Kurtenbach has it. He'll walk it up. 20 seconds to go. Kurtenbach in the front court. He'll just dribble it away. 10 seconds. Kurtenbach putting on a little between-the-legs dribble show. 5 seconds, and Rapid City Central will pick up their 5th win of the year, 70-51 over Brookings. They put together a big 23-point fourth quarter. 19 points put up by Brookings, and the Cobblers will play tomorrow against Watertown, a doubleheader here, boys and girls. We'll take a couple of minutes and come back to wrap things up from Howard Knowles Gymnasium on GoCobblersLive.com.
Insurance. You'll say yes to our year-end sell down at the Denny Menhold Auto Group. Denny Menhold Toyota and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet. Say yes to 23 local and national lenders on hand competing for your business. Say yes to the most value for your trade with multiple appraisers bidding for it. Say yes and buy with no money down and no payments until March 2023. All credit applications accepted. Our year-end sell down ends December 31st at Denny Menhold Rapid Chevrolet.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name. When you ask...
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change. We all want to be happy.
Anderson back with you at Howard Knowles Gymnasium as the gym quickly empties out after the Cobbler boys get Rapid City Central to split of tonight's game with their 70-51 win. In the girls' game, Brookings jumped out to a 17-4 lead. They led at the half 27-11. Cobblers actually outscored Brookings in the second half, but only by a deuce, 22-20, and it was Brookings with the 14-point win, 47-33. The Cobblers had one player in double figures. Aaliyah Jones led the way with 13. The Cobbler girls dropped to 4-5 on the year, while Brookings moves to 2-6. On the boys' side, it was a close first quarter, 13-11. The Cobblers outscore Brookings in a tightly contested second period, 18-14. They go to the half with a 6-point lead, 31-25. Put together a 9-point margin in the third quarter, opened their lead to 15 at 47-32, and outscored Brookings in an up-and-down track meet in the fourth quarter, 23-19, and the Cobblers end up with a 19-point margin at 70-51. For Brookings, Ben Moret off the bench had 2 points. 12 points for Austin Clark, one of two players in double figures. 2 points for Ryan Bauman. Sam Conrad had 6, 7 for Owen Burns, all of those in the first period. Looked like he was going to be a big force in the game, and the Cobblers found a way to shut him down. Foul trouble didn't help in the second period, but in the second half, Burns did not score. 19 points for Nathan Lease, but 14 of those were in the fourth quarter when the game was pretty much decided. Jackson Hoffman added 3 points for Brookings. From the line, they went 0 for 4 from the charity stripe in the fourth quarter, 9 of 17 on the game for the Bobcats. For Rapid City Central, John Suarez, 3 points, all of those in the first half. Went 1 of 2 from the line, had a deuce in the first quarter. 13 points for Jet Janvern, 1 of 3 Cobblers in double digits tonight. 3 points for Cameron Stidley, that came on a three-pointer in the third period. 16 points for Lincoln Archambault, 7 in the first half, 9 in the second half, including those very key 3 free throws. completed the three-point play and added a couple of free throws on the technical to move that lead from 12 to 17 in the last minute and a half or so. 2 points for Carson Kurtenbach. Cooper Totten had 8 points, 21 for Shunzi Whitewoman, and 4 points for Will Pepke. Cobblers did not shoot free throws at all in the first or the third quarter. They were 9 of 12 in the second, 5 of 7 in the fourth, 14 of 19 overall for Rapid City Central. Up next for the Cobblers tomorrow afternoon, doubleheader against Watertown. On Tuesday, I believe it is next week, they play here against Spearfish in a doubleheader, and then on Friday and Saturday, Huron and Mitchell are in town, and we will have either the Cobblers against Huron on Friday or the Raiders against Mitchell on Friday, at least the game that I'll do. We always have the games for you on liveticket.tv. They're on gocobblerslive.com or goraiderslive.com. And whichever game I'm doing, you'll hear me. And the other game, I don't know if Fox Radio is going to be covering the games next weekend. I think that they may be out on those games according to their schedule, but you can tune in and find out, either the Cobblers or Raiders. Up next for Brookings tomorrow against Stevens, and next week against Lennox and Harrisburg. And I don't think we have any updated scores. No, we're still spinning. Rapid City Stevens was in a tight game with Watertown on the boys' side. Don't have a final there, but the Rapid City Stevens girls pick up the win over Watertown in their game earlier tonight. So that's going to do it for us from Howard Nas Gymnasium. I'm Tom Anderson. Thank you for listening to Rapid City Central basketball tonight on gocobblerslive.com, part of the liveticket.tv network.